on, people? Welcome to United View. Welcome to another road trip, man. We're back on the road. Not that far from me, though, which is good. Do you know what I mean? Which is good. Watford away. We're looking to bounce back after, let's face it, an absolute mess. Because that's what we're in, an absolute mess. The Jesse Lingard stuff last night obviously got all the fans riled up. Rightly so, but you saw my take on it very, very quickly on KG's channel. I was sort of saying that it is what it is. Like, it just shows what chaos we're actually in. But basically, from Ollie's press conference, you're looking at the Donny situation. There's rumours that he might start alongside Scott McTominay today, which really, Scott McTominay didn't even play in the international break. I'm not saying this is true, this is just the rumours, but he didn't play in the international break. And if you think about it, Fred's had a worldie. Fred's had a worldie against Argentina. He's played for Brazil in the international break. So for me, I probably would go with Fred and Donny. But, you know, Ollie spoke about him and said he's been a model professional to his family and his club. And it just sounds so condescending because, like you said, like we always say, Ollie can say what he wants to say in the press conferences, but his real decisions, his real thoughts and feelings are who he picks on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon. And he hasn't been picking Donny van de Beek. So I would be very surprised to see him start. I want him to start. I'm sure we all do, or a lot of people do. There's very few Man United fans who are like, nah, don't even play him, because he hasn't really had a chance to even, you know, prove or disprove that. But I would be very surprised if he does start. I think he goes with McTominay and Fred straight away. And you listen to him talking about Pogba sort of saying he hopes for 6 to 7 weeks, but with this it could be, you know, 10, 11, 12 weeks. It's Pogba out for the rest of the year. We know that much as a minimum. And people sort of saying online, the times to go already. Raiola already coming out talking right on cue. So, you know, it's not like Paul Pogba's been a big part of this Manchester United midfield this year anyway, as it goes. If a new manager came in, maybe all that changes. But right now, under Ollie, he's not exactly tearing up trees. So Paul Pogba's out of the equation for a long time. Formation-wise, look, Watford are going to come, right? Matt spoke about it yesterday, and it's not easy to kind of think what Watford's game plan is going to be. Probably a 4-1 again, like they played against Arsenal, or 4-5-1, whatever you want to call it. Stay, sit in tight, try and hit Man United on a break. You know, that's a sensible thing for Claudio Ranieri to do, and I believe that's what they would do. They will probably have to be more aggressive than they were out of possession, like against Liverpool, because they would have learned from that, you would have thought. So it's going to be a tough game. Look, the onus is going to be on us to break them down, you know. And historically, when teams play a low block against us, it starts off with them playing a low block, and then they grow in confidence and realise, actually, we've got this Man United team right where we want them. Do you know what I mean? That's usually what happens. And the longer it goes 0-0, the more confidence Watford can build, you know. Looking to get Sarr on the break. Dennis will probably be on the left. Josh King probably up front. I think it'll be an almost identical team, apart from, I can't remember the centre mid that got sent off against Arsenal. I can't remember his name. But he probably will be missing. But other than that, I think it'll be the same sort of thing. 4-5-1, and looking for them to pack it out. So it's on us. It's on us. If Ollie surely can't go there. Well, depends how he plays the formation. But I think to go to Watford with a 5 at the back, I think really shows where we're at if Ollie can't even change it for that. Because I think it just might probably set the wrong tone. Unless we play it in a completely different way that we have been playing it. You know, we saw it against against the Spurs, a really poor Spurs side. It did work, to be fair. So, you know, I'm not saying it definitely can't, but against Atalanta, we started turning it up on us, and then obviously against City, it clearly didn't work. And I just wonder, in that little kind of experimental period where Ollie's trying to save his job, which he's still doing, is he gonna stick with starting games with the back 5 to make us, you know, more solid to beat? I don't know. I think he goes with a 4-2-3-1 away at Watford. And, you know, Ollie said we've worked on a few things, we've tweaked a few things. Expect a good performance. Yeah, that's quite big for him to say. You know, he said, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good performance. That means he's very confident, because to put that down, you know, you're putting pressure on yourself on top of the pressure that's already there. Front 3-wise, Sanchez been out of form, not really getting much minutes. I think he stays on the bench, and I think Ollie goes with Ronaldo up front. Obviously, Cavani's still injured. Probably goes Greenwood on the right, and obviously Marcus Rashford on the left. I think that'll be his front 3. Me personally, I would have went with Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left, Ronaldo up front. Personally, I I just want to get Jadon Sancho going. The longer this goes on, the more uncomfortable it starts to feel. I just feel like it's going to get to a certain point where he hasn't got going yet, and it's like we have to just end up writing off the season for him in terms of a bedded-in season with a lot of carnage, 5-3-2 formations where he can't play. So we'll have to see. But for me, Sancho on the right, Ronaldo up front, and Rashford on the left. Bruno in the 10, you know he's going to play there. And I personally would go with Fred and Donny in this game. Maguire, a lot of people saying for Maguire to be back. Look, he's spoken about Maguire again, saying, look, he's proved it time and time again. He keeps talking. The one thing that annoys me about what he's talking about Maguire is he keeps talking about, yeah, he doesn't go hiding on the treatment table and he's always there and stuff like that. Well, that's great. You know, that doesn't mean he's playing well. Do you know what I mean? The fact that he's available for selection and saying I'm fit and I'll play even if I've got a bad shoulder, a bad leg, or I'm not quite 100% yet, cool. You need warriors, but it's all good being a warrior, but you need the performances to back it up. And so far, we haven't seen that. He's definitely, in terms of taking the captaincy off him, obviously, Solskjaer, I'm not even entering into conversation about that. This is never going to happen, is it? He's never going to take the captaincy off him. He's you know, Ollie's made his bed with that, and he's going to lie in it. He's going to back his captain and said, you know, he's going to prove the critics wrong. So, you know, we'll have to see on that. So you're expecting Lindelof and Maguire. Obviously, there's no Varane and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has got a tough game on his hands because he hasn't been playing well, and if Ismail Assar starts picking up the ball and running at Shaw, like Matt said yesterday, he fancies himself. He fancies himself against any fullback. And Watford's, you know, plan, even when Matt was there, was to get the ball as quickly as you can to Sarr, get him isolated against the fullback, and get him running. Then in turn, you know, even if Sarr does that thing where Luke sometimes loses concentration and he runs off him, and then all of a sudden you got Ismail Assar running at Harry Maguire one-on-one. Who wants to see that? So, you know, there are ways that we can be undone today. I don't think we should be going there being cocky and being arrogant, saying it's only Watford, you know, they've only got 10 points, they're this, they're that. It doesn't matter. Look how poorly we're playing. We're in no position to say that anyone's poor, you know. Yes, on paper, if our players turn up and play to the maximum of their capability, it should be a comfortable game and we should win the game. But football's not played on paper. It's played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer right now at Manchester United. So I'm hoping for a win, obviously. And even if we don't get the right result today, say we drew today, don't ever think that you wake up on Sunday morning and Ollie's not there and stuff like that. It's no way we're going to change a manager and in 3 days' time we've got Villarreal. Do you know what I mean? We had a whole international break just gone, after Liverpool, and there were no changes made. So there's no point even talking about, you know, if we lose, what happens is going to get set. Because he's not. It's not about that. We just need 3 points, you know, depending on what happens throughout the season, whenever a managerial change is made, or what, if it isn't, we just need points on the board. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going for a 2-1 win. Very narrow. I think it'll be ugly. I don't think it'll be easy. 2-1 win. Let me know what your thoughts are and your predictions are and who you want to start. Make sure you guys follow KG. He's going to be on the match view. Make sure you check him out, keep him company, keep him sane, keep him calm. And then Owen is going to be coming through with the match reaction live after that. And obviously we'll have the reaction from the fans with the match views straight after Owen. So guys, peace. 2-1. Subscribe in the bottom right hand corner. Smash a like on the video. Peace.